first time I really got to experience her voice. When she called me a bitch nigger. Because she was stumping trying to wake my daughter up. She called me a bitch nigger because she was stumping trying to wake my daughter up. That's how I know they racist. And now see, I've been telling everybody because I knew where it was going, right? Let me tell you how I knew where it was going. The second time, this the second altercation, right? So I believe my baby mama had just went home after her and my daughter had stayed the week with me. Because she was tired of the baby getting woken up from these loud-ass footsteps, these Jurassic Park footsteps, trailing from the back bedroom to the front side of the living room where I rap at. You see, I rap in the living room because I didn't want to be under somebody's bedroom rapping at night, right? It would be better because nobody's sleeping in the living room, and they knew my studio was in the living room. Because the husband came down and helped me move my studio when I had the booth. I had built this booth in here, right? Yeah. So my studio was in the living room because I didn't want to be under anybody's bedroom rapping at night, right? Just being a considerate neighbor. But anyway, a glass of water begins to violently shake. I mean, like if somebody was really stumping hella hard. Like on purpose, and you knew it was on purpose because they were stumping in one spot. Just boom, boom, boom. At that point, I had it. I was super mad, man. I mean, in my head, they were saying like, fuck you and your baby. I mean, that's what it sounded like to me with their feet, because I don't speak feet. It sounded like they were saying, we don't want to fix the problem. We are the problem. And so, with smoke still in my lungs, from the weed I was just smoking, I rushed through my front gate. Before my foot even hit the pavement, yelling out to the upstairs, come outside and let's box. Since y'all still stumping, I asked was y'all stumping, y'all said no. But as soon as I come downstairs, y'all still stumping. All this time. I don't know who upstairs, mind you, right? Because I can't see who up there. All I know is there's somebody up there that's constantly stumping. Even though I just came up there and asked them what was the problem, right? And so, before I could get to the rectangle grass area in my apartment driveway, I started to turn back around and face my doorway. And at that moment, I noticed both of the guys were outside in the back fixing a car. So now in my head, I'm thinking like, so who the fuck is up there stopping? And as I turned to look up, I see a shadowy figure starting to emerge from the gate that was already open. And I couldn't tell who it was until they came through the door. And it was her, the mom. The only person that was up there at the time, so it had to be her, okay? So as I'm looking that way though now, right? Still coming to grips with that's who was stumping. The men are both making their way up the driveway now, okay? And I snap back because I hear their footsteps. And then I look, and Marco's in the front, and the son's at least like 3-4 bodies behind him, okay? Like lengthwise. Marco got an angry look on his face, right? Like clenching his fingers and shit. His sausage fingers look like they about to just, like he was mad as fuck, right? So, and it's two of them. It's him and it's the younger dude that's over 18, right? So I back up, back to my stairs, and I grab my pole, my survival pole, right? Only because it's two of them. And the way he was looking when he was coming up there, like it was a problem, right? And so he get to the grass. But mind you, let me say this too. They did what they were supposed to do. In that moment, both of the men did what they were supposed to do. I didn't know that was a woman upstairs, right? And I wasn't telling her to come outside and fight. I didn't know who was stumping. They came to defend their woman. They were supposed to do that. I ain't knocking them for that, right? But now when they got there though, the lady who was stumping, right? She went back in the house and grabbed the bat. All she had to do was say, oh, that was me stumping, or say, oh, my bad, like I didn't know, right? No. She went inside and grabbed the bat. This is after all that other shit though, right? So you see what I'm saying? A setup type shit, right? Like, why you don't like me that much? You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, yeah, I did say come outside and fight because I thought it was the men stumping, right? And obviously it's a problem if you stumping constantly, right? So let's get it over with. I'm thinking them niggas want to fight. They don't like me. Let's do it so we can get the fuck over it and live our lives. I had boxing gloves. I said, let's box, right? They don't want to do that. They don't want to box, right? And so I'm getting ready to go back in the house, and somebody say something or whatever. And so I end up going back outside. And I think I was talking to Marco or some shit like that. And I'm like, I say something along the lines of, I've been standing here for 16 years. Do you know this nigga looked at me and said, I don't give a fuck if you've been standing here for 16 years. Then he said something about, get away from me before I call the police. Yeah, he definitely told me that shit. I said, for what? What the fuck I do? That man really told me that shit. Right? They don't give a fuck that I've been staying here for 16 years, and he'll call the police on me. See, I don't like that shit. What you saying that shit to me for? Because I'm black? I look like I'm scared of the police because I got dreads? See, that was them trying to intimidate me, right? And then they knew I was out here by myself, right? You'd only see a chick here with me, right? It would only be a female with me at all times. Other than that, it was me here by myself. See, they knew that, so they thought they could attack somebody who was weaker than them. See, when people gang up on somebody, especially somebody that's smaller than them, right? That ain't as strong as all of them put together, right? What's wrong with that picture there? That don't make no sense, right? Why would me, right, being the smallest one in this apartment building, right, go against a whole family, let alone a whole top row of racists by myself? And there's only one other black family out here. And I don't have no family close enough out here to get to me in time if something was to happen. Now, why would I do that? Why would I jeopardize, right, my house, right, that I can live in forever, right, and be able to live my dream as a rapper? Why would I do anything to fuck that up? I wouldn't. I didn't. I still haven't. I won't.